Hey everyone, it's Nick. It's January 28th. I've been 19 for 10 days now, and it's kind of hell. I'm making a little checkup journal here because I'm about to explain why, actually. So for context, I've been on a very negative oscillatory cycle for the last 1 to 2 months, which is actually really depressing to think about. Now, what does that mean? I got this concept from a course from Charlie Morgan. He's a fucking G. And basically what this means is that in life, you have times where you're really on it, and you have times where you're not really on it when it comes to productivity or whatever your goals are, essentially. Anything that's difficult and that is hard to be consistent in, that takes effort to be consistent in, that's what I mean. So for context, I have made a huge journal in November 29th, me explaining this hell period. But for context, I've had a period from basically September of last year to November. Now, I will say that from September 2023 to, right? No, my bad. All the way from September, no, yeah, you're right, I'm right. From September 2023 to April, it's been more chill because I was in senior year of high school and I was doing it part-time pretty much. I was still grinding like a motherfucker. But from May to December, I want to say the beginning of December, from May to December, because this whole rut started in the end of December, on like the second half of December. From May to December, I went fucking ham. And I do have an entire journal, 25 minutes long, that I posted on YouTube on November 29th, explaining this entire period. So I'm not going to go into it. It takes long enough to explain what happened during that. But that time, I was fucking on it, bro. Like, I was working so much. Did I get a lot of results? No. But the main part is that I just kept pushing, bro. And I'm in a position where I have a really strong agency all around. And as long as I get back to a period like that, I can actually make that shit work really, 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 really well, right? Like getting big numbers and stuff finally. So that's really nice. Now, and I'm pretty sure I know the exact date, bro, because I eventually through all that time, I learned how to log my time really accurately. You could see it on my face too. It's greasy and disgusting, and I look fucked, bro. And it's not because I've been working too much. It's because I've been fucked, pretty much. Not literally, but just like I've been treating myself really badly. Yeah, 2024 war map. Like you could just see everything disappear after December 20th. Look at this. After December 20th, pretty much nothing. I auto-filled the average and higher, but in reality, I did nothing. So ever since December 20th, I've pretty much been on a massive rut. Now, I don't like saying this because I've still been trying. I haven't given up or anything. But my standard is that I have not been nearly at the point I've been in terms of productivity and actually going through pain and suffering to do work and to improve everything for me, no matter how hard it is. I haven't been in that behavioral state. I have not been behaving like that since my end of the period from May to December, if that makes sense. So from December 20th to January 28th, right now, I've still been in this kind of it's a negative oscillation. So negative oscillation, again, for example, well, first of all, you have this graph, right? It's like waves. And let's say at the top of the wave, you have working 14 hours a day. And let's say at the bottom of the wave, you have pretty much a day where you do fucking nothing, right? Because you're just like, you're not in the right mental space to be set up for success, right? So this is May, December, and December 20th is here. This is December 20th, and this is all the way June 28th. Now, I'm going to be doing everything in my power to get back to that state because I need to. One, I need to. Two, this is hell and everything. I'm going to go really personal on this video. So this is a video I'm probably going to post way down the line where I feel comfortable doing so. So let's talk about it. First off, let's go with how I've been behaving as a person, not even my business or anything. Because honestly, the funny thing, right, is my skills, my business, the things I've built, they're actually not deteriorating that much because I'm still working. It's just very unorganized. I'm doing work here and there, just keeping it barely afloat. I'm barely even doing my duties for my appointment setters, like actually making sure that, for example, their appointments are actually maximized for success, right? It's just, and I feel really bad, honestly. I feel really guilty. Also, my clients, I have not been dedicating basically any time towards improving my client's experience ever since they've been happy, right? Even though they might be having a good experience as a client, I haven't been doing anything to really improve, like, since this rep, pretty much. In fact, I'm just gonna quickly, because I'm distracted. This is how bad my focus is. I'm literally, like, being distracted on a journal. I'm gonna check how many leads this guy got so far. Hopefully it's not terrible. Oh shit, he got 3 more. Nice. He's back in KPI. One more guy, because this guy's scaring me a little bit. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. He didn't move at all. I'm just showing you live how bad my focus is right now. And this guy not very good as well. Actually, yeah, no. Fuck, that's bad. Anyways. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore this for now. You can see literally live. But my assets and things I built haven't been deteriorating as much. They're gonna start too quickly because it's been long enough. The real thing is me as a person. So here's a couple factors to consider. There is a couple things. It's not like I just been in the same exact situation and I just chose to go on a rut. There's actually a lot of factors that influence me to do that. But the last thing I'm gonna do is blame them. I'm just putting them into factor because it's a different story to just do something different with no change. And there's another story to let changes around you affect you. That's 2 different scenarios. One of them is a Stripe scheme. So I mentioned this in journals in the past, my few recent journals. I've been in this thing where this drop shipper will use my payment processor to process money, and in return, I send him all the money minus my commission. So I'm basically earning free money every single day by just providing a payment processor. Now, there is a middleman involved, and I've cut out the middleman because he's not a great person. He stole $20,000 from this drop shipping guy, right? This partner. Essentially, there's a middleman. There is a client, which is like, there's a middleman. There is a partner, which is me, because I have the shit that helps this product work. And there's a client, who is the drop shipper, who will be using the service, which is really just my stuff, right? So this guy stole $20K from the drop shipper. How did this work? I sent the middleman money. The middleman is supposed to send the client money, but he didn't. He just kept it all. And I didn't know this. And so it added up to around $20,000. And without even the client knowing, which is actually insane how nothing got like suspicious before he was able to even get that amount of money. So that's kind of crazy, in my opinion. Let me just shut this off so I don't get fucking distracted. So I didn't get scammed, so that's good. But the bad thing is it's put a fuck ton of hassle on my Stripe account. So basically, both of my Stripe accounts are just fucked right now. And what we're doing right now is I have a Square account that I set up, and now he's going to run ads through. He's going to do everything. No middleman to scam him. I could choose to scam him, but I'm not a bad person. So I'm just saying that because I have all the power and there's no reason for me to be scared of being scammed. And yeah, we're trying to get shit resolved, but this entire thing has been causing so much stress where it's been a factor that's been really hard to focus on the thing, like my behavior, my habits, my business, etc., where it just fucked. Another thing is Strike. I'm part of a group called Strike Percussion. I've mentioned this multiple times on journals because I have an ego. I'm kidding. But the season's kicked off. Basically, the season will go from October-ish to all the way to April. And the season will ramp up to full force at around January to April. And now is that time, December, January, April, whatever, where that's also been a little bit difficult because it's been just full force. I'm paying a lot of money to do there. And now instead of a weekend every other weekend, now it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday every single weekend. So that's another factor. Give me a second.